One sunny afternoon, after school, Koneng, the little orange kitten, walked happily through the park. Beside him was his best friend, Kitty, the shy but clever grey kitten. They laughed, they played, and they talked about silly little things. Everything felt peaceful. Everything felt safe. But suddenly, they heard it. A tiny crying sound. "Did you hear that?" Koneng whispered. Kitty nodded. "Yes, someone is crying." They stopped walking. They looked left. They looked right. They listened carefully. And then Kitty pointed. "Koneng! Up there, on a small branch of a tree, a baby bird was crying as loud as she could. Her wings were still weak, her feathers hadn't fully grown. She couldn't fly, she couldn't jump, and she was terribly scared, because right underneath her was a hungry, evil weasel. The weasel licked his sharp fangs. His eyes never blinked. He stepped closer and closer to the helpless baby bird. Koneng's heart beat fast. Kitty grabbed his arm. "Koneng, we have to do something." Koneng took a deep breath. He wasn't the strongest kitten. He wasn't the biggest either, but he knew he had to try. He opened his school bag and pulled out his slingshot. Kitty quickly ran around and picked up small pebbles from the ground. Her paws trembled, but she kept going. Koneng loaded the first pebble. He aimed. "You can do it, Koneng," Kitty whispered. Koneng fired. Whoosh! But the shot missed. The weasel laughed. A low, mocking, cruel laugh. Koneng felt his paws shake, but he didn't stop. He aimed again. This time he focused harder. He breathed slowly. "For the baby bird," he whispered to himself. He fired the second pebble. Whoosh! But again, it missed, just above the weasel's ear. Now the weasel was furious. He stepped even closer to the little bird. His saliva dripped from his mouth. He was ready to attack. The baby bird cried louder. She shut her eyes, too afraid to move. Koneng felt his chest tighten. He looked at Kitty. Kitty looked back with worried eyes. "Koneng, this is our last chance." Koneng nodded. He picked up one last pebble. He held the slingshot tightly. He aimed. He blocked out every sound. The wind, the trees, even his own fear. Finally, he released the shot. Whack! The pebble hit the weasel directly in his right eye. The weasel screamed in pain. His vision turned blurry. He stumbled back, dizzy and confused. He lost his balance and fell from the tree. Terrified and hurt, the weasel ran away as fast as he could, his tail dragging across the dirt. Koneng and Kitty shouted with joy. "We did it. We saved her." Up on the tree, the baby bird finally stopped crying. She looked down with wide, relieved eyes. Just then, the mother bird returned to the nest. Her wings flapped quickly as she landed beside her child. The mother bird flew down to Koneng and Kitty. She bowed her head deeply. "Thank you," she chirped softly. "Thank you for saving my little one." Koneng smiled shyly. Kitty held her paws behind her back, embarrassed but proud. As the mother bird returned to her nest, Koneng and Kitty walked back through the park, feeling a warm glow inside their hearts. They were small, but that day they proved they could do something truly big. They saved a life, and that was the bravest thing of all.